Good afternoon, dear students. How are you? I am also fine. Today, I will discuss with you about changing sentence. About changing sentence according to directions. In this phase, we will find different word with different directions, and we have to need to change this sentence on the basis of the directions. Okay, firstly, I would like to read down this first sentence. Here is the students studying regularly can expect a good result. Complex. Can you give me which sentence is this? Yes, it is simple sentence. How we know about it is simple sentence? In this sentence, we are finding adding ing, a verb add with ing, and this ing is called the present participle or gerund. Sometimes this ing, adding ing, the verb turn into present participle or turn into gerund. Now, I will like to give you answers. The students studying regularly can expect a good result. In this sentence, we can give this answer, we can turn this or sense this in this way, complex. Firstly, the students, here is relative pronoun added here, who. The students who study regularly can expect a good result. Finish. Very simple. In this sentence, we have to need only one sense. In this sentence, we have to need add a relative pronoun, who is, what, that. For person, we have to need use here who, and for the matter, that, who is, etc. Because of a student is a person, so in this sentence we added relative pronoun who, and the verb adding with ing, this verb turn into without ing, only study. The students who study regularly can expect a good result. Very simple. Now, number B. Now number B. Here is but most of our students are inattentive to their studies. Negative. Here is a direction that's called negative. But most of our students are inattentive to their studies. It's assertive sentence. But most of our students are inattentive to their studies. It is assertive sentence. So it is turned into negative. If we turn into negative, as assertive to negative, we have to find out the tenses, which tenses are belongs to in the sentence. The most of them students are inattentive. This sentence is present indefinite tense. So when we will change into negative, we have to need use auxiliary verb, but not only auxiliary verb, but also we have to need add not with auxiliary verb after auxiliary verb, and then we have to need sense this this word is opposite form. Here is inattentive, we have to sense this word in attentive in this way. Now I would like to give you answers. But here is answer. But most of our students, here is are also providing, are not inattentive. To sense this word, attentive. Attentive to their studies. This also sends into negative form. But most of our students are not attentive to their studies. Now third sentence. Have you write down in your khatas? Okay, write down. They waste their valuable time idly. It's here is a directions in passive. I mean, sense the voice, active or passive. But this sentence are providing on the board as a active sentence, and in this case we have to net it sense into passive form. If we want to sense this sentence in the passive form, first we have to need to know about the tense. Which tense are used to write down this sentence? They waste their valuable time idly. It's present indefinite tense. So when we will sense the voice in the present indefinite tense, we have to need to use object turn into subject, and we have secondly we have to need auxiliary verb am, is, or was, were on the basis of person, and then turn the main verb in the past participle, I mean verb V3 form, I mean past participle form, and then added a preposition by, to, with, or, etc., and then object turn into object, then extension. I would like the write down the structure. Firstly, here is object turn into subject, then am, is, are, then V3, then preposition, then subject turn into object, then extension. They waste their valuable time. In this sentence, which is the object? Their valuable time. Its object. Subject is they. Main verb is waste, and ideally it's also extension. On the basis of structure, subject turn into object turn into subject, it's also object, it's turn into subject. So we can write down here their valuable time, their valuable time is, the main verb is waste, turn into past participle form, wasted. This is also past participle form, wasted. Here is preposition, because of they is subject, and this subject turn into object here. So before object we will use here a preposition. The preposition will be by, will be to, will be with, will be after, on the basis of object or subject. Because of this subject is person, so we will use in this place by as a preposition. Wasted by, they is the subjective form, and it will turn into objective form, them. Them. Then extension, ideally. It's also finished. Very simple. If you try to, with great attention, to solve this, to sense this sentence on the basis of directions, I think that you will be able, and you will be able good figures of marks in this position. Now, number D. Now number D. Wasting time is harmful for them. Interrogative. Wasting time is harmful for them. It sends into interrogative. Can you give me the ideas about the sentence? Which sentence is this? Yes, assertive sentence. To sense assertive to interrogative. firstly we have to need to find out which tenses are used to write down this sentence. Wasting time is harmful for them. Is the main verb. As is the main verb, so we can say that this sentence is present indefinite tense. So we will try to change this sentence as the help of present indefinite tense. When it's interrogative, main verb also is and auxiliary verb also is, but here is wasting, it is gerund. Because of it is gerund, it is place roles as like as noun. So here is, we will turn this is at first isn't wasting time, isn't wasting time, isn't wasting time harmful for them, isn't wasting time harmful for them, and added a interrogative sign. If you not add after this sentence interrogative sign, of course you will cut off this sentence and you will not be able to get marks. So very careful to use interrogative sign after interrogative sentence. Now number E. By repeating his activity, they make a poor result. Number E. By repeating his activity, they make a poor result. Compound. Can anybody give the ideas about the sentence? Which sentence is this? It will turn into compound. Can anybody give me ideas? Yes, this sentence is simple into compound. So by plus gerund. In this case we have know about the sentence is simple. By repeating his activity, now I would like to give you answers. That is E, number of E. They repeat their activity. They repeat, R-E-P-E-A-T. They repeat their THICS. They repeat this activity. They repeat this activity and make a poor result. So also turn into compound. By plus gerund, with by plus gerund, if any simple sentence are provided on the answer script, when we will turn into compound, of course we have to need to use in this sentence and to add the two clauses. Here is, they repeat these activities, this activity. Here is second clause, they make a poor result. Here by repeating in this place there is a subject, hidden subject. The hidden subject is also they. So here is no need to use, there is no need to use subject they, because of this clause also they also added with they, and this clause also the subject is they. So there is no need to write down the they after before the two clauses. When we will use the subject they first clause, after second clause we have no need to use here they, because of there is same subject between the two clauses. So now we will, in this place we have used the subject they and turn into present from the main verb repeating, repeat, they repeat this activity. Here is this activity also, and added this place and there is no need to use they make a poor result. It's very simple. Now number F. Who loves them? Who loves them? Assertive. Can anybody give which sentence is this? This sentence is interrogative. This sentence is given sentence is interrogative, and we have to need to turn or sense this sentence is assertive. I mean interrogative to assertive. This also present indefinite tense. This also write down. This sentence is write down on the board in the help of present indefinite tense. So now we will try to solve this. Try to assertive to make this sentence assertive. If any sentence contain who, when we will turn this sentence in assertive, for the alternative of who, we will use here everybody. We will use here in this position everybody. Everybody. Here is who loves them, then. Now everybody. And loves is affirmative word. Loves means to affection by cordially. Loves means, but we will turn this love into the negative form, hate. Which is the opposite form of love? The opposite form of love is hate. Everybody hates. H-A-T-E-S. Everybody hates them. Then, now here is full stop, no need to use. Here is interrogative sign because of this sentence is assertive. So, we have no use here interrogative sign. It's very simple. Now number G. They are treated badly even by their family members. Active. I mean active voice. Change the voice, this word. In active. Here is, they are treated badly even by their family members. It changes into active. This word is given on the board. This word is passive. To turn passive to active, we have to need to turn this sentence passive to active. Which sentence are followed or which sentence are used? Which tense are used in to write down this passive form? First they, then auxiliary verb is are, then main verb is treated. So we can say that this tense is present indefinite tense. This sentence is the present indefinite tense's passive form. And when we will sense this active form, this sentence of course remain present indefinite tense. It will not change. Now I would like to give the answer. Even, here even to use firstly. Even their family members, even their family members treat them, T-R-E-A-T, even their family members are treat them badly. Very simple, present indefinite tense. Because of family members, this subject is plural, so there is no need to use s or yes with main verb. There is no need to use s or yes with main verb. If this subject will be singular form, of course third person singular form, of course we have to need to use s or yes with main verb. Because of this subject is not third person singular, this subject is a third person plural, so we have no need to use here s or yes after main verb. It is very simple. Now Number 8, if a student failed in the exam, if a student failed in the exam, he suffers from inferiority complex. It will turn into simple. Here is direction. You have to need it will turn into simple. If also complex, this sentence is complex sentence because of before the sentence we are finding if contain any sentence, if, since, as, when, though, although, this sentence turn into we call this sentence is complex sentence. So this sentence is complex and we have to need to turn this complex sentence in the simple sentences. After failing, in the examination, after failing in the exam, he suffers from inferiority complex. It's very simple. It's not difficult. Firstly, we have need to use here main verb. Here is main verb. Turn into present. Turn into gerund. Added with present. Present form added with ing form. The main verb is present fail added with ing. After failing in the exam, he suffers from inferiority complex. Here is complex, not complex. Inferiority complex. Very simple. Now number I. So a student should be aware of studying regularly and attentively so that he can do well in the examination. Here is, so a student should be aware of studying regularly and attentively so that they can do well in the exam. Here is direction. This sentence ends into simple. Can you give me answer? Which sentence is this? This sentence is complex. How we can know about this sentence is complex? Here is added so that is the main sign. A complex sentence. This sentence is complex. We have to need to change this sentence complex to simple. So a student should be aware. So a student should be aware. So a student should be aware of studying regularly. Should be aware of studying regularly. And attentively. We on the substitute of so that we have to use here only to do well. To do well in the examination. If any complex sentence contain so that, this so that is a sign of intention. The intentional sentence to change into simple in this place we have to need use to alternative of so that only two we have to need use here only two, and there is no sense only two, and this here is no need to use the subject because of this subject and this subject is same, so we have no need to use the subject again and again. Dear students, if you want to good marks on English grammar, of course you have to need more and more practice at your home and try to find out the difficult grammatical form, and when our real class will run, this time I will help you and I will help you to make it easy to you. Till then, Allah Hafiz, bye bye.